we're done with our work for the day here. And like I can always say here, as that paint is drying, well, look how nice that dried up. Wow. And it's supposed to have a chance of snowing tomorrow. So I really wanted to get a ride in here today if I could. Yeah, nothing like a good ride to put me in the mood to work tomorrow. It's really not a nice day. It's supposed to snow tomorrow though. I'm so glad I'm getting this ride in just in case tomorrow it snows. And how much fun can that be? Come on, how much fun can that be? So, just as the weatherman predicted, we wake up to a nice little dusting of snow. It's supposed to snow for the rest of the day. So, the reason I say this is, I'm glad I got my little ride in yesterday. I'm also more than happy. I'm glad I got all my painting done, because we will not be getting any painting done today. And this is what it's just our part of the country. There's our little stand that we paint on, and we will not be painting today. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good day to do something indoors. Like a nice indoor day. Good day to be inside and drink a lot of coffee. This is why when it snows, we have to put out extra suet for our birds. Oh, it's just a winter wonderland out here. And I gotta go see something. Winter wonderland this morning. So I want to try to plan out a day that I can do some stuff that would be, well, it's dried up nice. Once we bring that in and put it under the heating vent, oh, that's gonna be real nice. These parts. So we really did get a lot done the other day, and Glenna's going to be here tomorrow. But the main thing is, and because we've had all these paint matching issues, boy, actually I could lay out the stripe today if I have some time, but right now I'm just enjoying the winter wonderland. And I got to take the lovely bride shopping. Hey, there's a car under there somewhere. When you live in California, Tim, you don't know what you're missing. You're probably out there riding your Ducati, and here we are. But glad I got that ride, glad I got the painting done. We're all set up now for the weekend, no matter what happens now. So what I decided to do is, because I'm really limited here, I can't, it's pointless to do the color sanding. I can't really paint anything today. What'll happen, even if it stops snowing and it doesn't look like it is, I can't go out and paint, but I can buff these parts. So what I thought I'd do is I'd just take these. Now, of course, they've been sitting under a heating vent basically for about 4 days. And what I want to do is take them and try to get, well, if I get some of this buffed for Vince today, that'll be nice. But I can also, this will let me know if the paint is ready to be buffed by how hard it is. So here I'm wet sanding out Vince's parts, when here's the magic paint that's guaranteed to match.
I don't know if it's
guaranteed.
I don't know if it's guaranteed.
I don't know about your guarantees, baby.
Exactly, I don't know.
Here's the part it's got to match. I guess, Vince, you're on the back burner here. Take it. I can't wait for this moment. This is a moment in Bimota history.
Hey, all the way from UK.
Oh my God, it definitely ain't gonna match. Let's see what they got. I'm always impressed when you get stuff. Don't show me the bill. I can't. I know
it's not the bill. It's
shit's not cheap.
It's the paint.
Look at this. It's not paint. It's motorbike paint. Holy shit. At least this stuff is, and this is Kawasaki. Look, first Honda didn't match, and now Kawasaki's not.
Well, there's a two.
Oh my God, where does it say Bimota?
It's on their
That doesn't say Bimota.
It's on their website.
This is a Russian Bimota. Oh my
No, it
God!
says right here, Bimota.
Oh, they lied. Open it up. Let's see what it looks like. Come on, take the lid off. This is the talk is cheap when you're a Bimota owner. Look at this. Not to mention the decal. Oh, you can't open a peanut butter and jelly. One is, that's it. Don't spill it. Don't get on your shirt. I'm dying to see this. But he sent blue. Look at that.
No, it actually looks good.
It looks good?
Orangey.
Put it by it.
Yep.
We need Turbo Steve here to check this out.
No, it's good.
Looks good?
Yep.
And what is this, the base coat?
Yep.
Yeah, they want you to base it out and rip it open.
It's a special white base.
Yeah, yeah. Special. It's
I don't know what's so
4
special.
times the price, and it was made by Kawasaki. Who are you bullshitting?
The price ain't too bad. It's
Okay.
the shipping that kills.
Oh yeah,
It's
don't
30
even show me. Look, $70 to ship it.
No,
Come on, open that up.
$36 to ship.
Open it up. I need a good
this?
laugh because I got to go get my wife. Friday is a bad day. My wife has errands for us all day long. Hey, hey, hey.
But I can tell you they sealed it right. For,
Yeah, it's sealed.
For
That's
transatlantic shipping.
Well, no planes crashed in the last 2 days. Let's see. What do you got? It's white.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is what I just explained to Mark. See the way I did this one?
Uh-huh.
This is his Honda.
Okay.
If you don't paint the whole thing white and you paint that part red and then you're going over the red, you know what happens. It ain't going to match.
No, of course.
Okay, look at this. Here, I got your parts all sanded out.
Oh, beautiful.
I thought maybe we could paint today.
Beautiful.
You ain't painting today. Let me tell you.
I got to run.
Yeah, okay, and I got to go do more errands, but I thought I'd get a little start on Vince's stuff.
Perfect. And like a schmuck.
Okay, we got paint.
I forgot the decals at home, but they're 100% match.
You heard it here.
You heard
This man can't change his mind.
Let's put it this way. I put them right over it, and they match the font. And I don't,
Really? Okay.
I don't know about the color because it's covered, with that little thing.
Oh,
but
my
it's yellow.
God.
And this girl that does it supposedly is good.
Is she Russian?
No, I think she's.
Oh, then they'll
Polish.
match just fine.
She's Polish. Though.
Polish? Okay. That'll say salami and bologna. You look at it. Come on. Come on. You don't have any fun with motorcycles. This is terrible. Let me see the directions. You know what they're going to say? Don't drink the paint. Don't eat it. Don't put it on an airliner.
No, it just tells you.
I hope this is. I'm going to do a test before I paint your part.
Yeah, look at the price.
What's the price?
$98 for the paint and $36 for shipping.
Oh.
It's almost half for the, well, 1/3 basically.
Boy, you know what? You got to print money. You got to buy more paper and print more money.
Well, that's what the U.S. government does.
And print Russian money. It's easier.
That's what the U.S. government does. They just print money.
Oh my God.
That's why everything is 3 times high now.
Wow. All right, so next week we get to paint the rest of the Bimota. I hope he's got this right. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. If you only knew how many hours went into getting this paint right. But it is true, if you paint red over, see, if we took Vince's bike and painted red over it, it wouldn't be the same. So when you, that's why Mark bought a gallon of white.
Yeah, that's a base.
No, because we're sanding it, painting it, sanding it. But it's beautiful now, right? Come on, tell Mark. Tell Mark.
It looks perfect.
But, oh God almighty.
What do
This
you want?
job
It's
here is unbelievable. Now this part of this job that I'm going to try to do some of this for Vince. Maybe I'll get it all done if he buys me a pizza pie or something. But here's the deal. I got 2,500 grit paper. What I did is I cut a whole stack of it up. Because this, now I've noticed something, the 3M paper lasts a little bit longer. This is a cheaper brand. But again, it's half the price, so it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. And one of the things with this, if you didn't do this step, everything would be fine. It's not a big deal. We could have just taken this just the way it was, bolted it on the bike, and be done with it. But this final little step puts us one little notch closer. And what I wanted to do is just detail this out, because in case I don't finish this, Vince can look at how I did this. And maybe he's seen other videos. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. I'm not getting paid, so. But here's the thing. You need to constantly move where your finger, and I wanted to show this. If I have my fingers here and I'm sanding, paper wears out quickly. I gotta move, I gotta move, I gotta move. Then a really good idea, if you really, like I am, you want to get efficiency, fold it back and then it lets you get both sides. Now, if there's any little, now what happens is if you have a spray booth and an oven and you can bake your paint, well, that's real nice, except you have an investment of thousands of dollars and we don't have any investment. The investment is right here. So what happens is, usually, if I want this to be at the highest level, which in this case I do, I've got to do this step. And this step requires some 2,500 sandpaper. And if you're going to buy it, don't even think about buying one sheet. Because if you buy a sleeve of 100, it's about 1/3 the price per sheet. And like I said, the 3M paper is a lot more. It lasts a little longer. But this does the job just as well too. And it's a question of, now I've heard, this is something I've heard, but I kind of don't agree with it. If you sand this way and then 90 degrees, you make a bunch of little mountains that the paint buffs out a lot quicker. But it seems like I don't have any big issue with buffing out the paint. Now maybe on a car or on a boat, or who knows what you're buffing. Whatever you do. I just do my random thing, and the whole objective is to have it flat. Now the two possibilities are you have a little mountaintop, and that's usually a little speck of dust that flies into the paint while it's drying in the garage or whatever. Or a little baby valley, which is in essence is a fisheye that comes through even though you've painted it several times, and we have one here that I'm going to work on a little more. Let me just show it. Talk is cheap, by the way. Okay, and congratulations to Pokey. He has a new granddaughter. I don't know if Pokey ever watches this, but new granddaughter today. Anyway, I want to see, it's difficult. Here it is, right here. If you can see this right here. Let me just show it. Right there. That's where there used to be a fisheye. So what I'm going to do is, I've got this pretty well block sanded. Here's a little shiny spot up here. And I know some people are saying, oh, well, you know what? If you want something, I want it perfect anyway. Now, the other thing is I never spend time buffing out parts of the bike you don't see. But I spend that time that I normally would spend on the parts that you do see. So it's a very efficient operation. So on this part, I'm just going to just keep sanding it, and then I'll go back this way. It'll make like a star, where that fisheye is in the middle of the star. And eventually that'll be flat, and then we'll be ready to buff this out. So before we go on to any buffing at all, that part has to be stone flat. No fisheyes, no little spots, and we're ready to get out the buffing compound.
Now, I've said a million times it's not real critical which compound you use, but I have found this one to be definitely good. And if you look down at the bottom here, it shows you what grit it is and whatever. But the one that's a little grittier than this is made for using 1500 sandpaper, taking out scratches. The one that's finer than this is made for taking out holograms. We don't have any of those issues with these parts. So what I'm going to do, just take out my old pad. In fact, I'm not even going to put a new pad on here because I just used this the other day. Now here's what's important though. This is what seems to work for me. With my cheap $15 Harbor, everything is Harbor Free. I'm surprised Sears Roebuck is still in business. I'm surprised anybody's in business. I'm surprised America is still in business. But I guess we are. I guess we make good pizza pies. Anyway, I get that material in there. And it's worse if you use too much material. That looks like maybe it even is a little too much. But too much material makes the job go slower. Again, we start. It's all real time. No trick photography here. Now I can hear this buffer is getting ready to go bye-bye, to be honest. And they last a certain amount of time, but I'm rough on equipment. I'm really rough on equipment. Just ask my grandson. So now I'm trying to avoid, as an example, I'm trying to avoid catching a corner. This edge here, I don't want to do the edge with this because I'll wear the paint out on the edge. I want to pick one little flat spot at a time, hold the part real nice and solid, or if in the case of those bigger parts, if I get to do them today, you'll see what'll happen is I put them in my lap and then throw the clothes in the laundry when you're done. Since all of the clothes I wear down here, I put them in a separate laundry so it doesn't contaminate all of the, well, we don't really wear that many nice clothes. So. Okay, so this just goes on and on. In the worst of all worlds, you can put it down on something flat. I have this padded with a bunch of old towels. I like to press down just hard enough that I'm starting to slow the buffer down, but not the way you stall it out and overheat the motor. And I'm moving it. I don't really like to, even though that's not going to hurt anything, because this is orbital, it's still better to keep it just moving around a little bit. Now usually it'll take me about twice as long to sand it as the buffer. So in a perfect world, you can figure that out, that if you're at that ratio, you're going to have some nice stuff. Now, before in fact, I never took this yet. Let me get a clean microfiber, one that hasn't been used to clean the latrine. And that little spot that I did, I think you can pretty much see, it basically comes up relatively quickly. Now the trick is, I can buff this at the very end of this with a brand new pad with the even finer compound if I want to get that even shinier. But even that is really a nice finish, and you saw in real time how long it took to do it. Now I just put the final little polish on with, this is a soft pad. Soft rubber pad. Now, of course, I'm not going to let it run for half an hour while I do this, but I've worked on this part for about a half an hour. And it's starting to really come out nice, but you always, at the very end, you need to put on some, I usually like to use some Meguiar's cleaner wax, just to protect it, because obviously this is going on a motorcycle, but I'm not sure if you can see the level that we got on this now. We've got, I always say you should be able to see, should be able to watch TV in there. But the problem with everything is, And Vince, I did get some work done on this today. We have to go pick up the baby. So that's about all I'm going to get done for today. Now, I'm not sure if you really can see the difference here. This is a buffed out part. This is unbuffed. And I want to show up close what I'm talking about. There's a lot of people don't even know what actually is happening. There's a very slight orange peel. It's like a car. And yeah, it's got a lot of shine to it and everything. But at the highest level of really custom paintwork, there's no orange peel. There's no dust. Now I want to see if I can see myself. Hey, look at that. I can see myself in now. You handsome devil. Wow. Vince, I'll get as much of this done as I can for you by the time you get to pick it up, but I'm just filling in between babysitting and playing with snow. Thanks for watching.